everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm happy to be back here again for another tutorial. It's me, your girl IJ, and here is IJ Designs. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to cut and sew this trending Zara scarf. It is a simple scarf that you can rock with your boo-boo, you can rock with your gown, you can rock with any clothes of your choice. For my new subscribers, I'm very grateful to you all for subscribing and supporting me. For my old subscribers, you are the best. You push me to do what I'm doing today, and I'll continue to be sharing my knowledge with you. So without wasting much time, let's get into business. Today's tutorial, like I said, is about scarf. I have a leftover fabric from my last tutorial that I made. I'm going to use it today. I'm going to tell you guys the measurements I use, and also you can use Mako fabric to make this Zara scarf, or you can use a wadding, the thick wadding, or anything that is thick enough that will be flat when you fold it on the cloth. So you can use it to achieve your aim. So without wasting time, let me say the measurements that I'm using. The measurement I'm using, this is 60 inches length material. So I use the 60 inches. On the length, I use the 60 inches. You can use any length of your choice, so long as it will be able for you to tie it at the back. Because the Zara scarf is meant to tie. It's a scarf, you have to tie it. So you can use any length of your choice. So here, the length I'm using is 60 inches because it's a 60 inches material. So, and here, the width I'm using is by 27. Do you see it? 27 and 60 inches. So now what do you have to do? Since I've cut it out, 60 by 27, here is 60 and here is 27. Then this, I cut out the Mako, I cut out 2 because the one I'm using is the lighter one. The lighter one that I'm using. So I had to double it because I want it to be pronounced. So I have to double it. So what's the measurement? I cut, you know, the round measurement of the circumference of our head is 23 or 22. So when I'm using 23 as the circumference of my head, I'm going to minus 3 out of the 23. I'm using the circumference of 23. The human circumference is between 22 and 23. So I'm using 23. So I minus 3. Why did I minus 3? So that I can be able to tie it at the back. That is why I minus 3 inches. So I'm left with 20. You see it? I measured out 20. That's it, 20. The length I measured out is 20. And also here is 3. Is 3. The wideness is 3. And the length of it is 20. And I made double of it because I want it to be pronounced. Then the next thing for you to do is to fold it in 2. Get the midpoint. Fold it in 2, get the midpoint. Then just notch at the midpoint. Notch at the midpoint. Then you keep it aside. Then you get your material. Remember, it is 60 inches. As I said, you can use any length of your choice. If you want it to flow down well, you make the length a little bit longer. But I decided to use 60. 60 is enough for me. So I fold it in 2. Then I get the midpoint. I also notch the midpoint. Also notch the midpoint. I also notch it. Now I spray it open. Take this. The notch areas has to match each other. So I have to notch it. Then it has to match each other. Then I have to place it in the middle. Place it. I placed it. Let me check. I place it 5.5 inches away from the edge of my material. Why did I do that? Because I have to fold it a little bit here before using it to cover up. You see? I fold it and I use it to cover up. You fold it and use it to cover up. Because you are going to sew this with your machine. But before sewing it, I would like to use my pin to hold it, so that it will be easy when I get to my machine. Just hold it. You don't sew on the marco. You have to sew on the fabric. You have to sew on your material. Just close to the marco, you have to sew it. Just arrange it to be flat, to be smooth. Now I have placed it here. So between here and here is the marco. Then I'm going to sew from this edge to here, round to this place. I sew it and come back to this edge, and I'll sew it again. After that, I'm going to sew it down. That is to close it up so that it will look neat. And I'm also going to take in 1/2 inch to also fold all these areas so that it doesn't look rough, it will look neat. I'll fold it with 1/2 inch or 1 inch. It depends on what you want. Fold it, I'll sew it round. So now we have pinned it together. We have pinned it together. I'll now take it to my machine. You see, after pinning it, look at the way it is. I'll now take it to my machine to sew it up. Then after that, I'll close it till this place. I'll close it to the end, and I will now sew it round. Then I'll show it. Now I have closed it up. Starting from here to here is the 20 inches of the marco that we use, and this is the 3 inches length, and this is the width of 20. Can you see it? I have closed it up. Then I have also hemmed all the edges. I close it up to the end, and I also hem all the edges. Can you see? Now the Zara scarf is ready. Do you see how it looks? Do you see how it looks? Now what else I'm going to do? I'm going to use this beautiful design to embellish it, to make it look beautiful. I'm going to use this, after which I'll put it on the head of this manicure for us to see how it looks like. Can you see the Zara scarf we have just made? Do you see how beautiful it looks? Do you see it? You can rock it in any form you want. Do you see? So if this tutorial has been helpful to you, why not give me a giant thumbs up? Like, share and comment on my videos. And also, if you have not subscribed, just pause this video and subscribe to the subscription button and put on the notification bell on, that whenever I upload a new video, you watching me will be the first to be notified. I love you guys, and I'll continue to be sharing my knowledge with you. See you in my next video. Bye bye.